Investor relations at investment banks, enhancing communication with investors for banking growth. Presentation overview. Investor relations function. Investor relations function is responsible for managing relationships with key stakeholders, including shareholders, analysts, and financial institutions. Building and managing investor relationships. Building and managing relationships with investors is one of the primary functions of an investor relations team. This involves creating a compelling investment thesis and maintaining regular communication with investors. Communicating with the market. Communicating with the market is another key function of investor relations. This includes issuing financial disclosures, organizing investor events, and responding to investor inquiries. Providing insights and analysis. The third function of investor relations is providing insights and analysis to the company's management team. This includes tracking markets and industry trends, assessing shareholder sentiment, and benchmarking the company's performance against its peers. Building and managing investor relationships, investor meetings and calls. Investor relations teams use meetings and conference calls to keep investors informed and engaged. These meetings provide opportunities for investors to ask questions and learn more about the company's operations and financial performance. Annual reports. Annual reports provide investors with a comprehensive overview of a company's performance over the past year. They contain financial statements, management's analysis of the company's performance, and other important information. Financial statements. Financial statements provide investors with detailed information about a company's financial performance. They include income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. Investor meetings and calls. Organizing meetings and calls. Investor meetings and calls are typically organized by the investor relations team. They schedule the meeting, decide on the agenda, and invite the relevant internal stakeholders to attend. Information shared. During investor meetings and calls, the investor relations team typically shares updates on the company's performance, financial results, strategy, and other relevant information. They may also answer questions from investors. Annual reports and financial statements. What are annual reports and financial statements? Annual reports and financial statements provide investors with a comprehensive overview of the company's financial performance and strategy, including balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements. Components of annual reports. Annual reports typically include a letter from the CEO, a company overview, risk factors, financial highlights, management discussions and analysis, governance and compensation, and financial statements. Accuracy and informative investor relations. The investor relations team is responsible for ensuring the accuracy and informative content of annual reports and financial statements. They work closely with the finance and accounting team to review and verify financial information. Communicating with the market. Press releases. Press releases are an important channel used by the investor relations team to communicate with investors and stakeholders, providing updates on the company's performance and strategic initiatives. Earnings calls. Earnings calls are another important channel used by the investor relations team to communicate with investors and stakeholders, providing updates on the company's quarterly or annual financial performance and answering questions from analysts and investors. Roadshows. Roadshows are a series of meetings and presentations that investor relations team conducts with institutional investors and analysts to update them on the company's performance and strategic initiatives. Press releases and earnings calls. Press releases. Press releases are an important tool for companies to communicate with the public about important news such as financial results, product launches, or corporate events. Earnings calls. Earnings calls are a quarterly event where companies provide an overview of their financial results, including revenue, expenses, and earnings per share, to the investment community. Roadshows and conferences. Organizing roadshows and conferences. Roadshows and conferences are organized to communicate with investors and other stakeholders about the company's performance and strategy. These events are organized by the investor relations team and involve various stakeholders from different departments of the company. Information shared during roadshows and conferences. During roadshows and conferences, the investor relations team shares information about the company's financials, growth strategy, business model, and other important updates. These events facilitate interaction with investors and other stakeholders, allowing them to ask questions and provide feedback. Providing insights and analysis. Investor relations team responsibility. An investor relations team is responsible for providing insights and analysis to internal teams within the company, in addition to communicating with the market. Market intelligence analysis. Investor relations teams perform market intelligence analysis to gather information about competitors, industry trends, and market conditions that could impact the company. Trend analysis. Investor relations teams may perform trend analysis to identify patterns and trends in consumer behavior, market conditions, and industry developments that could impact the company. Market intelligence and analysis. Data collection. Market intelligence and analysis starts with data collection. This includes gathering information on market trends, competitor performance, and consumer preferences to identify new opportunities. Competitor analysis. A key component of market intelligence and analysis is competitor analysis. This involves analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of competitors to identify opportunities for growth and differentiation. Market trends. Market intelligence and analysis helps to identify market trends that can inform business strategy. By analyzing data on consumer behavior, market trends, and emerging technologies, companies can stay ahead of the curve and maintain a competitive edge. Trend analysis and forecasting. Trend analysis involves using historical data to identify patterns and trends, which can help predict future performance and inform decision making. Forecasting. Forecasting involves using historical data and statistical models to predict future outcomes. This can help identify potential risks and opportunities and inform strategic planning. Investor relations. Investor relations team use trend analysis and forecasting to monitor and predict financial performance, assess risk, and inform communication and strategic planning. Conclusion. Investor relations is a critical function at an investment bank, responsible for building and managing relationships with investors, communicating with the market, providing insights and analysis. By performing these functions effectively, an investor relations team can help drive growth and create value for all stakeholders. Thank you.